Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, 100 Books, 4 Years. This is episode 1 of my reading challenge to complete 100 books throughout my high school year. And the first book I will be reviewing is Tuesdays by Morrie by Mitch Albom. The book is a memoir by the author about his weekly meetings with his former teacher, Morrie. Morrie, who was an energetic man who loved to dance, slowly loses his health due to Lou Gehrig's disease, growing weaker over time until he is confined to his bed. Mitch, although busy with his job as a journalist, visits Morrie on Tuesdays, where Morrie shares his wisdom and teaches Mitch valuable life lessons. Mitch writes this book to honor Morrie's words, as Morrie unfortunately passed away in the final Tuesday meeting with Mitch. Now, I'd like to share those 14 lessons with you. First lesson, don't blindly follow the world. Morrie points out that recent society chases empty goals like money and fame and advises Mitch to create and pursue his own values. Second lesson, allow sadness. Morrie emphasizes the fact that sadness is compulsory for peace of mind, but shouldn't be dwelt on. Third lesson, live consciously. Morrie suggests making time to plan for the future so that Mitch doesn't regret a life without purpose. Fourth lesson, accept death. Morrie learned that accepting death as inevitable causes one to appreciate time more. Fifth lesson, value connections. Morrie reminds Mitch that no quantity of money or career can replace human relationships, and they should be prioritized. Sixth lesson, be honest with yourself. Morrie believes that inner peace is achieved by correctly identifying the emotions one is feeling. Seventh lesson, accept aging. Morrie tells Mitch to let go of the obsession with youth and strength, and instead move forward to find new meanings of life. Eighth lesson, give more. Morrie advises giving yourself to what gives you meaning and purpose, whether it is someone or something. He warns that possessions and wealth ultimately won't bring emotional satisfaction. Ninth lesson, love lasts forever. As Morrie gets frail, Mitch begins to worry that his bond with Morrie will end. However, Morrie assures Mitch that love lasts forever, even after death, emphasizing the importance of the emotion and the need for relationships. 10th lesson, commit to your partner. Morrie teaches Mitch that marriage can be life's greatest gifts when respect and commitment are involved. 11th lesson, don't try to live the life of another person. Morrie explains that there is no need to conform to social norms, encouraging Mitch to choose what makes him happy and valued. 12th lesson, forgive others. Morrie says that carrying anger and guilt will only hurt oneself, and forgiving someone will free one from pain and help find peace in life. 13th lesson, appreciate every day. Morrie reminds Mitch to slow down in this busy world and savor the small things that happen every day, which we once lived indifferently to. 14th and final lesson, love doesn't end with a farewell. Mitch and Morrie have their final Tuesday meetings, and while Morrie can barely talk, they appreciate each other's company until Morrie quietly passes away. Just as Morrie mentioned earlier, Mitch realizes that love can last even after death. Formerly struggling as a busy sports journalist, Mitch finally finds a way to live life thanks to the words of Morrie. One of the most memorable and powerful quotes from Tuesdays with Morrie is when Morrie says, "Once you learn how to die, you learn how to live." At first, this sounds a little strange. What does death have to do with living better? But when you sit with it, it starts to make sense. What Morrie is saying is that most of us live like we have all the time in the world. We chase money, success, fame, whatever society tells us matters, because we assume we'll always have tomorrow to fix things, to apologize, to spend time with people we love. But once you face the reality that your time is limited, When you actually learn how to die, your perspective changes. You realize what's truly important: love, connection, meaning, and being present. Morrie, knowing his death was approaching, started stripping away the noise. He stopped pretending. He became fully honest about his feelings, about what he valued, about what he regretted. And that kind of clarity gave him peace. He lived more in his final months than most people do in decades. What if we lived as we didn't have unlimited time? What if we said the things we were holding in, forgave people we were angry at, and made time for what truly matters? That's what Morrie means. He's not saying we should obsess over death. He's saying we should let it teach us how to live with more courage and love. And now, as this first episode comes to a close, I'm left with one question. Am I truly living to my full potential? That wraps up episode 1 of 100 Books in 4 Years. I think Tuesdays with Morrie was a beautiful start to this challenge, and I hope you guys also learned something about life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for episode 2, where I'll be reviewing another book that helped me change the way I live. Bye.